Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Grandia II. In the last episode, we came back to the Saint Time Papal State. The Day of Darkness begun. We found out, crazy, that Celine was evil. I know, crazy. But more importantly, we found out that she had the heart of Valmar all along. We defeated her, and now the Heart of Valmar rests within Elena, and Elena revealed it was what was the mission that Zira gave her way back when we first arrived here. And it was to gather all the pieces of Valmar inside her, so then she could get stabbed by the Granas saber, and that would essentially kill Valmar because it would kill all the pieces in one attack, basically. Not in one attack, but in one go, right? That was the idea. Which is, if you played Final Fantasy X, very similar to what Yuna was going to do, right? Basically, go to X places around the world, gather certain things, and then die to defeat the big bad. Right, it's very similar. It's got a few differences. For example, mainly in Final Fantasy X, everybody knew about what was going to happen at the end, except the protagonist. Here, nobody knew except Elena. Right, Elena was the only one that knew she was going to die at the end. And of course, there's a problem with this specific, the specific of this game, which Ryudo pointed out at the end of the last episode, that Ryudo still has the horns within him, so Elena doesn't have all the pieces yet. So there's still that problem. There's also the problem of Millennia, because Millennia isn't... Millennia is the wings of Valmar, but all the other pieces, let's say, were essentially born out of a contact with one of those seals of Granas, right? That were sealing the pieces. Millennia, the reason why she exists is because Ryudo interrupted the contact in Grandia Tower. So Millennia isn't really complete in a sense. So there's also that problem, but mainly the problem is that Ryudo still has one piece. So yeah, either they're gonna if she gets stabbed right now by the Granas saber, which is, by the way, is still big as an airship. It actually is an airship, but if Elena gets stabbed right now, it's all for nothing because Ryudo still has the horns and he's still a problem. Okay, but after that, we now have to chase Elena inside the cathedral and stop this from ever happening, because, well, we don't want Elena to die, 1, and 2, we don't want Millennia to die, and 3, even if they die, it won't solve anything anyway. So, off screen, between episodes, I farmed that fight with the knights to get both the paladin armor and the paladin helmet. Can you guess how many times I had to farm that fight? 1. That's it. That's all it took. 1 fight. And so now we have both the pieces. So let's look at the paladin armor. 60 defense, poison, paralysis, plague resistance. That's pretty nice, especially for the fight we just did against the Arf that does poison. Did it do paralysis as well? No, wait, it did plague. I mean, plague is pretty good. Protection from plague is pretty good, because then plague sets a bunch of other statuses. And then we get the paladin level, which we already seen though. We got that one in the last episode. We also got a few things here. We got Goddess's Eye Heals, 5 move, 10 defense, level 1 old elemental resistance, which is pretty nice. And we also got a dress, I believe. Holy Clothes. Gives plague resistance, yeah. Unfortunately, we get that after the boss that does plague as a main mechanic, but there's other things that later that do plague, so... it's not bad. And with that being said, let's go into the cathedral. We could go and save. There's someone on the floor, though. It's no good, he's dead. Really, we must find Elena. Yeah, Elena ain't gone. Just ain't gone, damn it. Let's just not waste any further time. There are probably people we could talk to on the ground. We're gonna talk with you, though. How brutal. It seems as though they died before they could know what was happening. Why did they kill them? It makes no sense. There's no time for us to contemplate this madness. Elena's in danger. Yeah, we're gonna talk to Aura, though. Well, we have to, I guess. You were wrong after all. Zira, you said There is no god but Lord Granas. What happened here? Hey, pull yourself together. Holy door. What did Zera see inside? Zera, we must find him quickly. The holy door. What is that? Elena sent anxiety in the air. There. These stairs. This must be the door. Zera's inside. Yes, and upon my honor, Elena is here as well, for I cannot mistake her scent. This is apparently the holy room of the cathedral. Just a circular room with some shining thing in the center. And they went for the floor. How tragic. Your Holiness Zera, did you know that High Priestess Celine was possessed by the heart of Valmar? Yes. Well, Huh? Zera, what are you doing to Elena? Well, if it's not Mr. Ryudo. Thank you. You have done well. Ryudo, I told you not to come. Pope Zera, please destroy Valmar quickly. I beg you, please. Preparations for the ceremony are complete. Do you not need the Granas saber? No. Now all I need is you. Then quickly! Elena! Please wait, Elena. I must give Ryudo his reward. First, let me show you the real world. Everyone, please come. Come this way. We were promised gold, not a history lesson. But sure, culture is worth more than gold.
Light and darkness are intertwined. Man's soul is also thus defined. A balance giving rise to good and evil. Yet, the world is covered in darkness, and is now headed for certain destruction.
What are you saying, Pope Zera? Why did you send us to get the Granas saber? Are not the preparations for sealing Valmar already complete? All we need is the blessing of Lord Granas.
Yes, that is certainly so. Yet darkness is strong, and light is weak. Why do you think that is? Long, long ago, light and darkness fought each other in perpetuity, wrestling each other for dominion. Men too fought for light or darkness. Hence the battle of good and evil began. It was this battle that put an end to the rivalry between Granas and Valmar. Good and evil. Come, you too should bear witness to the truth. Long, long ago, the people lived happily, basking in the light of Lord Granas' love. The world was bountiful, filled with radiant beauty. But But then Valmar arrived and brought the taint of darkness to the world, staining the pure and innocent hearts of the people. A battle between light and darkness was inevitable. The battleground stretched as far as the eye could see, and the fighting continued endlessly, with neither side yielding an inch. Finally, the time had come for Lord Granas and Valmar to face each other, to settle the long, endless battle. Then
how could that be? That was the end of the battle of good and evil?
yes, Lord Granas died long, long ago. Valmar was victorious in battle.
Lord Granas died?
Yes, that is why there is no light in man's soul. Now that Granas is dead, there is no way to prevent the revival of Valmar. The world is certainly doomed.
What? Then why did you make us hunt for the Granas saber?
You could never use the sword of a dead god to defeat Valmar, who is about to be newly reborn.
You cannot be Pope Zira.
Oh, if that cursed Malphas had found the Granas saber, I would not have needed you. My purpose was to release the body of Valmar that was sealed together with the Granas saber.
What did you say? You can't!
Yes, Celine too performed her last service. It was for that purpose that I planted the heart of Valmar within her. My goal is the revival of Valmar.
So everything I have done so far has been...
You fool! The devil's trade is in damnation, and your dealings will damn us all, even yourself!
That I know well. Yet to save this doomed world, we have no choice but to use the power of Valmar.
Why is the crest of darkness here?
Songstress of Granas, girl of vile power, you shall awaken Valmar. The time has come, Elena.
Your Highness Zira! No!
As I promised, I shall drive millennia from you. I shall drive out darkness and sin. Now, come to me.
Ryudo!
Look to the moon and witness the revival of Valmar!
There's no way in hell he's getting away. Elena, I'll save you. What course of action do you suggest? we can go to the moon on the Granas Saber. But there's barely enough energy. And there's the risk that the orns within Ryudo will be activated. I know, but I can't just abandon her. I won't let you get away, Zera. You won't get your way. So that was pretty cool. Now, I know that I guess the biggest plot twist of this part was, oh, Zera's evil, blah blah blah, but I guess we already knew that. It wasn't that. I don't think that, like, it plays it like that's the big plot twist, but honestly, when I first played this game, I was like, he's probably evil, right? Because Church is always evil, blah blah blah, right? But, you know, it was pretty obvious. I feel like the real plot twist that got me the first time when I played was the fact that the Granas is dead thing is pretty cool, right? Because everybody is saying no, they just either killed each other or no, Granas won and he's just nowhere to be seen. But you're like, no, actually Valmar's won. But you know, yes, Valmar won, but the reality is that he won, but he did sustain a lot of damage, right? Valmar was still sort of like destroyed, but like let's say like how do I say it? Like Granas is just completely gone, but Valmar is being like divided in 7 pieces, right? So it's not like Valmar came out without getting hurt, right? He did came out pretty badly. But then, you know, there's the other plot twist that is like, oh yeah, by the way, we're not gonna go Yuna with this because we never intended to kill Valmar. Duh. Why? Because like but that plot twist is like undermined by the first one, because as soon as you learn Granas is dead, you're like, oh, okay, so they're reviving Valmar. Like this whole thing we're going on, it's nothing to kill Valmar at all. And you get it, you know, you understand it, because as soon as they say Granas is dead, then you know. That was a weird, very bad way to express it, by the way. We're going to save the world, and we're going to save Elena. We're going to the moon. And we're going right now, because there's nothing new at the shop anyway.